Hello and welcome to day 164 in this quest for a 2000 rapid chess rating on chess.com. So let's dive in here, find an opponent. All right, we're playing an 1800 player, so it could be a tough game. I'll start with d4. So they bring their knight out. I'll bring out mine, try and control squares in the center. All right, so d6, kind of waiting to see what I will do. Let's play the Jabava London. All right, so they bring, or they fianchetto here, or get ready to. What should we try here? How about we immediately push this pawn, see what they think about that. Okay, that has them thinking a little bit. They just equalize here on the queen side. So now we want to go here, control the center. So what next? And we're threatening to attack their knight here, possibly. All right. We probably want to bring our queen up here, create a battery. Then we can get ready to castle. They might try and push this pawn and attack our center. Okay, so there they go. Well, I should probably just go here, get ready to castle. So also, if they castle, I can go here, knock out their bishop. Okay, so they just developed the other knight. All right, I probably should just go ahead and castle here. So why not? Let's go ahead and do that. All right, we've castled. They attacked. We can go ahead. Probably try and open things up a little bit. Since their king is stuck in the center. All right, now probably should go here, pin their knight to their queen. All right, is there any tactic? Like if we take that and they go here, we can't really do anything. Or can we? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can just take that knight. Or sorry, yeah, I can just take this pawn because if his knight takes me, then all right, we'll just go there, go after that. Because then if his knight takes me, we just knock out his queen. All right. Well, I have to watch out now. Man, let's see. Probably should drop back now with that bishop. So, all right. Yeah, that's probably best. Retreat the bishop, keep my bishop pair. All right, and we'll threaten to go here and trade his bishop out. And a lot of times when you castle queenside, you want to bring your king here to b1. That could be a good way to go. All right, so he's adding pressure there. I might as well just go here. Fortify with the pawn. Or do we want to bring another piece up? Now, he could attack. So I'll go here. That'll keep pieces. It fortifies the pawn. Keeps a knight out of this g4 square in the future. And then I still have the threat of trading off the dark squared bishop. All right, at least I'm ahead of pawn here, so that's good news for the endgame. Okay, what would I do if I were my opponent? I would probably bring a rook towards the center. Maybe could line up on my queen. And then it gets rid of this threat of me bringing my bishop here and trading off the bishop. And he could also push a pawn forward, start pawn storming. Now I have rook and queen, 4 pieces kind of developed. He's got 3, about to get another one developed maybe if he brings a rook towards the center. But then that would keep that knight kind of pinned until he gets this bishop moved. So, all right. He decides to do that. Does what does that do? What does that threaten? Did I miss? Earlier could I have picked off another? Picked off that. All right. Well, we could just trade off the bishop. Do we want to do that? Oh, he could threaten to go. I'm covering that with my bishop. So, all right. What should we do here? Well, we'll just go there. I'm wasting too much time. Wasting too much time. So we'll knock out the bishop. Okay, so he developed, he's threatening. Well, we'll just knock that out. Then probably should develop my other bishop. All right, should I bring my queen up here? Probably need to get this other bishop developed. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, we'll go ahead and do that. He's probably going to bring a rook up. Okay. So now maybe we bring our other. Well, there's going to be a threat of him bringing a piece here, and I'm kind of pinned. So maybe maybe we just go there, line up on his king. And we're threatening to push this pawn, and go after his knight. Okay, he retreats. So, oh, he could threaten to go here. All right. Oh, and bring his knight in. So, might have to give up my knight for a bishop. Okay. Well, I think we can do that. All right, let's just develop. We'll just go ahead and develop. And now our rooks are connected, so that's positive for us. And then we have a threat also of bringing this up here, attacking, threaten to capture here with check on the king. All right. What now? What now? Okay, he wants to try and trap my bishop here. So, do we attack his queen? All right, we bring the knight forward. I think that's what we need to do. Bring this knight forward. So we'll just go right there. Now we're threatening some attacks. Well, we're threatening to take the bishop. All right. Well, this game is kind of tense here, which that's probably how it should be if you're playing against someone. Once you start playing against players that are 17, 1800 and higher, the tactics are going to be a little bit tougher. Okay. So there we go. Well, do we just start trading down material? Do I ignore that? Now I could go after the knight by pushing this pawn forward. All right, that's probably what I should do. Attack this knight immediately. All right, so we go ahead and attack. Now, what if he just drops the knight back and attacks my queen? And then what is best? Because I have this threat of capturing here and attacking his king. Huh. Also have maybe a threat of that. If he captures, my queen captures. All right, so that's kind of what I was wondering if he would do. Okay, here we could just drop back. We could just drop back, but do we check him first? So if we check, capture with the knight here, he can't capture. His king will be forced to move. That'll give us time to move, but he'll probably go into the corner. Then our knight could be in danger. All right, let's scare him. I don't have time to sit and calculate too deep, but maybe he'll crack under this pressure of targeting his king. Now, he'll probably go into this corner. If he does that, what can we do? We could go here, pinning his knight, and then threatening a mate with our queen. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I have a pretty good attack on my opponent. Because if he goes into this corner, we can bring, okay, yeah, so we can just go here now and threaten mate in one. here. And if he captures the knight, our bishop and queen can mate here. All right, so this is a pretty crazy attack. Like, I don't know, usually I'm better at more defensive play. Okay, so that's not a bad move. What do we do next? All right. We could go here and attack. Threat, but then he'll go here. So then what do we do? Maybe that saved him. Okay, now what can we do? Probably needed another piece. If we go here, if we go there with our knight, he's going to bring his rook up and protect. So then what? We push the pawn. All right. All right, do I have anything better? Do I have anything better? All right, we'll just go there. Okay. Now what? Do we bring the other knight in? All right. I have to be careful here. Do we go here with this pawn? Do we just go here? Try and open our other rook up. Probably. It's probably what we need to do. All right, we'll just add the pressure. Just keep piling up. All right, now we can just bring this rook up and recapture. Or do we capture with the pawn? Would a pawn capture be better? Probably bring the rook up. The pawn would keep the knight out of here in this threat. So maybe we do that. Capture with the pawn. That'll keep his knight from being able to jump into the game and threaten a mate here. All right, so now we have this threat here. All right. Yeah, this is a tense game. I got to watch my time. I'm down under 4 minutes. They still have 8 minutes left. Okay, I want to activate this rook up here. So, should they push forward here? Push this pawn forward? Yeah, that's a possibility. If they push that pawn, well, then I can just take their knight. The rook will have to capture. Then I can pick off the pawn, and have some threats over here. Okay, so they did it. Now I can just pick off this knight and then go after this pawn. I'll go after this. Then I'll be able to come over here and attack the king. So what we want to do, I think is just take that and then go after this pawn. And I'm running out of time, so let's just trade down. Oh, that is an interesting move. Interesting move. Okay. Well, what should we do about that? Bring our king up forward? Should we bring our king up? All right. We just bring our king up. Why not? We'll just go there. All right, now we can trade queens off. So we'll just go ahead and do that. And then I should be able to protect this pawn with a knight here. All right, and I'm ahead by 2 pawns, so I should be good in the end game here. And I can bring this knight in, target this. Okay. All right, well, I pretty much have to go there to protect that. All right. Well, do I just start knocking the pawns out now? Hmm. All right. All right. Well, might as well get rid of that. Because now I can go back and attack him this way. All right. Might as well go there. So now he's just going to try and run me out of time. So where is best to place this? All right. We'll go there. Then we could jump up here if he pushes forward. All right, so he's going to try and put pressure on that. So, what do we want to do? Get rid of our isolated pawn, probably. So we'll go ahead and do that. All right. Okay. Let's get our pawn majority rolling over here. Only a minute and a half. I better watch the time here. Okay, so he's pushed forward. Well, we want to bring our rook to the open file, apparently. But then what? Rook to the open file. We can target this. We can try and get to the 7th rank. All right. Do we attack? We'll just go. Let's see. Let's see. All right, let's go after the pawn. Or at least double rooks up. We could probably push this other rook. All right. Well, should we target him? Let's go after that. Go after, at least keep pressure on his knight. Then we could double our rooks up. Need to try and knock his knight out of there. If I could trade off knights, it would be easier to get some advantage. Might as well, why not? Let's double the rooks up. Double the rooks. Threaten to trade the rooks off on the back rank. And then go after his knight. And I'm really low on time. Need to watch my time here. Okay. There we go. All right. All right, we'll go there. We can go after this other pawn. All right, all right. Okay. Now what? Now what? That's an interesting choice. Okay. Where is he going with that? All right. Do I just go there? Okay, he's just trying to run me out of time now. All right, let's target his pawns. All right. We'll just start knocking pawns out. Okay. We'll go after him. And I don't know, I think I just have too many pawns and he shouldn't be able to stop all of them. All right. We'll go there, start marching the pawns forward. What can he do here? Oh, I'm in check. All right. Well, we'll just start moving forward. Try and bring our... All right, let's move this. We'll just get a queen here. There's no way for him to stop me, I don't think. All right, let's not make a mistake here. If he goes there, all right, now what? He can't really do anything. All right, so if he goes there, if I go here, yeah, he can't really do anything now. I don't know why he hasn't resigned already. I guess he was trying to trick me with his knight somehow. All right, so he finally resigned. Okay, we'll do a quick game review. He wants a rematch. Yeah, no, we have to decline. All right, game review. Let's see what accuracy rating we have. I don't know. That was a pretty crazy game. Okay, I played at 91.7% accuracy. That was better than my last game on day 163, which was maybe that was just a rusty game from not playing in a while. All right. So it says I played at a 2350 level versus their 2050 level. I had one inaccuracy. They had two. They only had one mistake. All right. So in the opening, I played with 98.2% accuracy versus their 85.7. Then 86.2 in the middle game versus 81.4 for them. And then the end game, I had 98% accuracy. They had 96.1. So, yeah, that was a pretty tense game. I'll do a quick review, blast through the moves, and then a little bit of computer analysis afterwards. So, this is the Jabava London. And, oh, we have a new high. It looks like that jumped my rating up to 1705. Oh man, they dropped a lot. What? Because I think they had a 1800 and something rating, and they just dropped down to 1763. I don't understand how they dropped so much unless they were playing multiple games at the same time and they lost a couple games. I don't know how can they have such a giant drop? All right. Okay, this was a mistake here because I can just pick off the pawn. So it's a great, because I have a battery lined up here threatening a mate if that knight moves out of the way. So capture. So they overlook that tactic. Then here we attack. They probably wanted me to take their bishop, and then their knight would retake, and then they would threaten a checkmate here, and I'd have to block, and they would have had counterplay. So we attack, and so that was the best move apparently. Yeah, it was all this pressure I just had on their king, and I don't know if I played it out in the best way. Okay, it looks like that's the best move. And again, the best move, threatening a mate in one here. So I think I misplayed something there. I'll have to look at that in the analysis here, because now it's just flying through the moves. All right. Yeah, so outside, past queen, or excuse me, a queen pawn, passed pawn on the queen side. That can be very powerful in the end game. All right, let me turn on the computer analysis. There's like a few things I wanted to look at. So normal Jabava London opening. And then they fianchetto. So this move probably threw them off. It wasn't the best move. Apparently it's better just to play e4. You could even play e3 here like a regular Jabava, but this move probably threw them off a little bit. So they push here, but it would have been better to play c6 apparently and just ignore that. So e4, controlling the center. They fianchetto, getting ready to castle maybe, but I create a battery here targeting that. So if they castle, I can immediately bring my bishop up here to h6 and trade off bishops, creating dark squared weaknesses around their king. So they continue development. It looks like it would have been better to play the pawn forward according to the computer here. So queenside castling, and now this is a mistake. Knight to f8 apparently should have been played. So knight to f8, which, that doesn't look like the greatest move. And then here I should play a knight move, or push this pawn maybe. Saying knight to h3. But if I put the knight here, I'll probably push the pawn here and then reposition the knight maybe to here and use it to push here in the future. All right, anyway, in the game we had a mistake because that allowed me to capture. They capture, and now I can just pick this off because if the knight takes me, then there's a mate. The queen rook battery would checkmate here. Capture their queen with checkmate. So they can't take my bishop here. So now they go ahead and castle, which is best, but white's ahead by almost 2 pawn equivalent here, even though we have 1 pawn. So that wasn't the best move. It would have been better, apparently, to develop the queen. Excuse me. So they're saying I should have brought my queen up here. Now, that would allow my rook to pin their knight to their queen, but they could move the queen and have a queen and knight attack on my bishop, I guess. So I don't know if I'd like that or not. I'd probably have to retreat my bishop back. But anyway, in the game, I decided to create the battery again, getting ready to trade bishops. The queen adds pressure to this pawn, with the knight threatening to capture that. So I defend, that's best. And this move, it says it's good, but better would have been knight to e5. Bring that knight closer to the center. All right, so best move, we're getting ready to trade the bishops off. They develop, but it looks like it would have been better to capture. Then capturing is best. Now they have weaknesses around the king. Recapture, so I develop, and apparently queen to g5 immediately would have been better. Put my queen up here, pinning the knight to the queen, which I think here I ended up doing that anyway. So queen to b4, an inaccuracy here. Rook to e8 would have been better. Would have been better, but they didn't want to, well, I was going to say they didn't want to move the rook again, but then they moved the queen again. But at least here they have an attack kind of, or they could have a possibility of an attack here. Knight developing his best, and now we're almost +3 ahead here, even though we have one pawn of theirs. Let's see. All right, an inaccuracy. It would have been better to develop the bishop attacking my bishop, which is what I kind of expected. This is good, but a3, immediately attacking the queen, would have been better. Okay. Yeah, that move. Let's see, if I attack the queen, they recommend queen up to what, a5, and then after that, bishop to f, or not bishop, knight to f4 attacking their bishop would have been the way to go. And then here, once again, they recommend retreating back, attacking my queen. Then I should go here, centralize my queen with check. And the knight should just block. But then we can... they don't... Well, that's the second recommended move, is push this pawn. But they also like... bishop to b5, which I guess opens up the d file. Wow, here they recommend rook to e8, which would let my bishop capture, but they don't even recommend that. They recommend bringing my rook up. Oh, okay. Anyway, before I go off on a tangent, let's get back to what happened in the game. All right, finally, the bishops are attacking one another. You know, they attack my bishop. Once again, a3 is the best move here, attacking the queen. But now the computer's saying that's the best move that I played. Just attacking the knight, threatening to capture that knight. So the knight, they recommend bishop takes d3 here. What? Bishop takes d3. And then I could capture. If they take my bishop, I capture their knight with check. The king would have to retreat. And then I should attack the queen with the pawn there. All right. Yeah, so a lot going on in this game. In the game, we had that. The retreat back, attacking my queen. And I found the best move. So, I don't know. I guess I played the right sequence here. King should have gone to f8 apparently. Now queen to h6, and this is very winning here. Plus +6. All right, rook has to go to g8 to prevent the mate in one threat here. So now knight to f6 is best, threatening another mate in one on h7. The rook defends that. Now I should have attacked the queen here. What did I play? I pushed this pawn. It says that's an excellent move, but oh, now that's the #1 move. Let's see what happens when I play this. Nope, now it's saying a3, so I guess the computer's a little undecided here. And here they are recommending that black capture the bishop and let me take their queen. What? Why wouldn't they just retreat back? Okay. What if the queen just plays that? Well, now there's a mate in 17, starting with h5. So there, bishop captures, rook captures, g5, knight takes. Yeah, and then this is kind of what happened in the game, or could have happened in the game. Whoa, oh, okay, it allows rook to d8. Then once they capture my rook, then we could fork. I could go here, forking king and rook. All right, let's get back to the game here. So, let me go back a little bit. We started building an attack up on the king. So, my queen is under attack. I check their king, capturing a pawn. King runs. We pin the knight. We're threatening a mate in one here. The rook stops that. We bring the knight up, threatening another mate in one on h7. Rook defends. We push, trying to open up another line here. Well, I don't know. And we have this bishop kind of piled up here. So capture, they knock out an attacker. It doesn't like that. Apparently, I should have captured with the rook. But then I was thinking, what if they do that? Does that even work? Oh, and they still have that move. Whoa, queen to f4 check. That's the best move. And I would just take their queen with my queen. Huh. Okay. Well, what if they play that? Well, then the recommendation is capture. Huh. I don't know if I would have seen this, because if I do that, I would be afraid of that. King would have to go here. Queen. Oh, my rook is protected by the queen, though. King would have to run. Their queen is under attack. They recommend just capturing, but I would be ahead in material then. Okay, once again, back to the game. So we exchange off. I capture with the pawn. They push forward, which is best move in the position. So I start trading, although knight at c to e4 would have been better. It would have been better to just bring up the knight to help. Oh, and that would block this check here if I bring that knight here. Okay. Well, this is still an excellent move. So capture, there's the check. King moves up, but they like king to b1 better, apparently. So my queen's under attack. And the best thing here, apparently, is to keep the queens on the board. But I thought, all right, I'm ahead in material. Why not just trade off? So it's still a good move. Knight attacks. Apparently would have been better to immediately bring the rook up. So we defend. Rook adds more pressure to this pawn. And we just start trading off some material. Apparently g3 is the best move here. Okay. Yeah, because I guess g3, if I push a pawn here, lets me bring the other pawn up. It gets those pawns moving. So I decided to counterattack, forking here. But, the knight's protecting that. So rook attacks my pawn. Apparently it's better to ignore that. but I don't know. I play that. I thought, why give up a pawn over there if I don't have to? So they attack my knight. Knight is forced to retreat, but apparently knight to g5 would have been better. Okay, so d4, rook at h to e1, centralizing my rook might have been the better move there. Okay, now my opponent has 3 versus 2 queenside pawn majority. But I don't know. This, if he would have traded off, it would have opened my king up a little bit more. Maybe he could have got some counterplay with his rooks. So now he probably should have traded there. He's behind in material. He should have tried to get rid of all those pawns. All right, so here we go. Just some maneuvering. My rooks have doubled up. Now I'm trading off material because I'm ahead. So it's good to trade off pieces when you're ahead and avoid pawn trades. If you're behind in material, you should be trying to trade off the pawns, which my opponent did not do. So check, block. I thought, all right, I'm ahead enough. Why not just trade off there? Go after this pawn. He can't protect that. So all right, so now I'm just picking off material here. And he can't stop this passed pawn over there. So anyway, that is how the game ended. Right here, he resigned because, what could he do? There's no way to stop this pawn, promoting. All right, well, feel free to leave comments, like and subscribe to support the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching and have a super chess day.